Today, I'm going to be making a meaty pasta casserole. This is from Taste of Home. This is the August-September 2008 edition, and this is what it looks like. And it caught my eye because this is like the back of the recipe cards. This is what it looked like on the front. Meaty pasta casserole, and I thought, oh, Kevin and I love penne pasta. Meaty, that sounds good, cheese, and so that's why I decided to make it. So it's kind of written out weird, like the way that the order that they've put their ingredients, but we're just gonna go with it. You need one 16-ounce package of pasta, penne pasta. So I have that back here, a box of penne pasta. You need 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of bulk Italian pork sausage. This is the Johnsonville brand. You need, you would think pepperoni would be next on the list, but it's not. But it's written weird. You would think they would put all the meat together. They did not. You need 1 medium onion chopped and 1 medium green pepper chopped. Then you need 2 cans. There are 14.5 cans of Italian diced tomatoes. This is Italian style petite diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and oregano. And these are the Walmart brand. And that was the only brand that we saw at Walmart that had Italian style, because we looked at other brands as well. You need 1 16-ounce jar of chunky salsa. I chose the medium salsa. You need 1 jar of Italian sausage and garlic spaghetti sauce. This is Italian sausage and mushroom. That's okay because this recipe wanted you to use mushrooms and I didn't, so I'm using it in my spaghetti sauce. And good luck finding Italian sausage spaghetti sauce, because we looked again at all the brands, and at Walmart when we visited, this is the only Italian sausage one we found, even though we've reviewed some in the past that was a different brand. You also need 1 package, 8 ounces of sliced pepperoni chopped. There's your pepperoni. We're going to chop the pieces up. And then you need 1 cup or 4 ounces of shredded Swiss cheese. So we have to shred this. You need 4 cups of mozzarella cheese and 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese. So we'll be using this whole package. And then lastly, they have it listed, I told you it's a weird order, is 1 jar of 3 cheese spaghetti sauce. And they all had the 3 cheese, but we chose the Great Value just because it was cheaper. So what you want to do first is you want to cook your pasta according to the package directions. So we're going to boil our pasta. Meanwhile, in a pot, we're going to cook the beef, sausage, onion, and green pepper over medium heat until it's no longer pink. And then we're going to drain it. Pasta is still cooking, or it's still boiling. So what we're going to do is I cooked the sausage and the onion and the peppers, and I drained the grease. And so now we're going to add the pepperoni. We're going to add both cans of our tomatoes. We're going to add the salsa, and then also the the jar of Italian sausage and mushroom. So we're going to add all of our liquids except for the 3 cheese. That one gets saved. Maybe that's why they put it at the end of the recipe, because that gets saved for later. Our pasta is cooked, so I'm drained it, and then I'm going to stir it in to our meat and tomato mixture. two 9 by 13 inch pans here. One is just our regular lasagna pan, and one is one that we use usually for like Thanksgiving and stuff to put side dishes in. You want to take basically 1/4 of this mix, and I don't want to slosh it. It's kind of heavy, but you basically want to cover the bottom of each pan. Okay, so I've covered up that one, and now I'm going to cover up the bottom of this other one. So now you want to take your cheeses, and I'm not going to be exact on anything. This is our Swiss cheese, and I'm going to put some of that over the top. You're going to end up using all of it, so it really doesn't matter that much. Then I have some mozzarella that was already open. I'm going to use the rest of that. Some Parmesan. I already had some Parmesan in a bowl, but then I bought more Parmesan, and I know Kevin and I like cheese, so I'm going to be using both sources of Parmesan. And cheese is something I've learned with recipes that just you need to do what pleases you, because normally they don't put enough cheese to our liking anyway. Okay, so now you want to take some of your 3 cheese pasta sauce and put it over the top of your cheese. And do that with each pan. And what you're doing here is you're making a pan to freeze and a pan for you to make for dinner. Or you can give it to somebody, give it to a neighbor, whatever you want to do. But it's hard to, you can't really divide up the spaghetti sauces, so that's why you have to do it this way, because they're giving you have to buy the whole jar. So now we're going to use the rest of our noodle and meat mixture, and we're going to divide it between the 2 pans. And then once we've got this divided, we're going to top it with the remainder of the cheese, and then the remainder of the 3 cheese spaghetti sauce. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of Reynolds wrap over top of this, and this glass pan will go in our freezer. The other pan will go in the oven, and it says it needs to, I still have to cover it. It says cover and bake at 350 for 25 minutes, and then you need to uncover it and bake it for 10 additional minutes. So this is gonna go 25 covered and then 10 minutes uncovered. So this is how it looks. Their directions said to bake it for 25 minutes covered and then for 10 minutes uncovered. I actually left it for 20 minutes uncovered because I wanted the cheese to get a little darker. I wanted it to get a little bit hotter. Not that it wasn't hot, but I just wanted it hotter. Kevin and I like hot food hot. So I just wanted to make sure that it was really hot through and through. So this is how it looks. There is water in the bottom of the pan, so just know that. There's
a lot of tomatoes in there.
Yes, there's a lot of tomatoes. Yeah, that is quite a bit of water in there, which it surprises me a little bit because I did drain the pasta really well, but I'm trying to make sure I leave as much juice in there as I can.
But I bet you every bit of that's from the tomatoes.
Probably, yeah. Okay, let's just dig in. Let's just take a bite.
Had a big hunk of sausage. It's good.
I have some here.
Well, it was sausage and ground beef, so it's a little mixture of both.
I actually really like that. It's very, it has a very strong sausage flavor, at least what I'm getting. But then you also get the, I like the pasta. And I, like I said, I like penne pasta anyway. We buy penne pasta a lot. It has a nice texture, and it's a heavy meal. Well, it always makes a heavy meal.
It's got a good amount of cheese in it too. Of course, me and Hammy would like even more cheese, but
oh, I'll put the maximum amount of cheese. I was wondering if I was going to be able to taste the salsa, and I really haven't been able to pick that out of here yet.
No, it's like the salsa really probably didn't make a lot of difference. Although I do see the peppers and stuff where that was in the salsa, but as far as the flavor of it, I don't really get the flavor.
I really don't, because I was wondering what's going to happen when we combine all of these, the salsa with the spaghetti sauce, and then you have the cans of tomatoes, and they're Italian tomatoes, but I don't know that you could necessarily tell that they were Italian tomatoes.
No,
Can
I
you?
mean, some of that tomato sauce, the flavor of the sauce itself has a little bit of seasonings to it. Like if you don't get a bite of sausage, you can really taste the sauces. The thing is, there's so much sausage and meat in there that pretty much every bite you get has some kind of meat in it. So you really
I'm impressed with that, though.
You don't get a lot of the sauce flavor like you would with a spaghetti or something.
I'm impressed with, and I don't necessarily taste pepperoni.
No, I think I got one bite that had one.
Yeah, I'm sure it's adding to that. And the recipe called for like an 8-ounce package. All the packages are 6 ounce now of the pepperoni. So even like I looked, we picked up the Hormel, and the Hormel was 6 ounces, and I was like, well, I'll just buy the Great Value then. Great Value pepperoni is 6 ounces too. And and I could have gotten a bigger package, but I thought, we're already putting sausage and ground beef in here. We don't need any more. And honestly, I'm impressed with the amount of the flavor of the meat that you get, because we spread this out between 2 pans. This is 2 casseroles, which when I chose this recipe, I did not realize that I was going to be making 2 casseroles.
She didn't know she was buying a lot of stuff.
I knew, and I thought,
this is a lot.
I said, that's a lot of spaghetti sauce for one meal. I'm thinking we were going to be swimming in it. But then it's like, oh, it says yields 2 casseroles, 6 servings each. So it makes sense then. But it says to use the frozen casserole, thaw in the refrigerator overnight. So let it thaw in the refrigerator overnight, then remove it 30 minutes before you want to bake it. And I always do that with stuff anyway. You don't want it stone cold. And then cover and bake at 350 for 45 minutes. So it takes longer.
It's already covered.
And
so
then,
all you gotta do is...
and then uncover and bake for 10 minutes longer. So for me, that would be even longer.
Yeah.
I would do it even longer just to make sure it was heated through it.
Yeah, it covered up. I wouldn't leave. What did they say?
They said 45 minutes covered.
That's probably long.
Out of the, because you've had it frozen.
Yeah, that's probably long enough to heat everything back up.
And then they say 10 minutes uncovered. I would do it longer, just like I did with this, because this is not like there's not steam pouring from it.
No, it's not a hot meal. I mean, it's warm enough. It's just not really
right,
hot.
but it's not like steaming or anything like that.
No, but if you want to heat it up, you could always throw it in the microwave for a few.
I do think this is a very good meal. I think this is absolutely one that, yes, it has a lot of flavor. I think that you could add or take away things that you like. If you wanted to add black olives or banana peppers, make it more like
banana peppers. That'd be good.
Banana peppers would be awesome with this. Or if you wanted to add even more Parmesan to the top or whatever. I like this though. I think it's very good.
I think it's good the way it is.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.